in the top 8 as we begin our run. Brian versus Wira, and we already all have a pretty standard opening coming from both of them.
Yeah, I think ideal starts for both these players. Wira has a Vertigo V in the active, Brian has a Comfey, as always. As Lost Zone Box, you want to see a Comfey in the active. For Wira, on the other hand, we want to be able to see the Cleffa, in fact. So he does run the Cleffa. I was looking on the list for it. It's right at the bottom. The Cleffa is in the deck. Unfortunately, right now, he does have, a hefty Vertigo V in the active position. Do a quick deck check here. Lots of bling in Wira's deck.
Oh, yeah. I was just going through like the list of blinky cards of EX, V-Stars, and V.
Yeah, here's the Teal Mazokopon EX, Teal Mazokopon, the card we saw in our top 32 match when it was paired with Raging Bolt, and it's just a pass from Wira. That's all he has.
Okay.
Very unfortunate because I would have expected more out of his deck. Maybe a Swakabilly. Unfortunately not. So here Brian immediately has a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, Temple of Sinnoh as well. Doesn't come to play in this matchup other than having a Stadium in play, as Wira doesn't actually run any special energy for Temple of Sinnoh to take effect. He does run a jamming power, so maybe, just maybe, Brian was aware of that. He would have kept the Temple of Sinnoh. Let's see where this goes now. Buddy-Buddy Poffin, I would presume to grab 2 more Comfey. This is how the Lost Zone deck sets up. It's an archetype that's been around for a while. It will finally be exiting the format sometime early next year, but has seen its share of successes
throughout the course of it overall.
Here comes second Comfey, and that's it. So Brian valuing the bench spot, I believe. I think I saw another Comfey in the deck, so just wanting to keep the bench spot open and not have the third or fourth one. I should say third one. So we should see some flower selectings very soon.
Both of one.
My bad, by the way. I think that Temple of Sinnoh was in fact from the Lost Zone rather than from a Stadium plate. I think that's a complete miss from my end because usually we see on the other end of the board. We can hopefully get the judges to have that sorted. But in any case, we immediately see in a beast seeking from the Giratina V. Brian going on the offensive, I want to say, with getting cards in the Lost Zone. Getting to 7 will be key here to activate Mirage Gate.
That's already 4.
Yep, already 4 in, is more than halfway there. Wira has to do something at this point. Now, the interesting situation here is that Wira is actually, or should be able to take a knockout on this Giratina V if he gets the right combination of cards. The question is always whether or not that's possible. So, that's immediately Legacy Star. Yeah, right off the bat, Legacy Star, discard 10 cards, or 7 cards off the top of your deck, and pretty much put 2 from this top back into your hand. And I think there aren't many options there for Wira. Going to grab the Earthen Vessel and the Nest Ball, and not much else. We don't see an energy switch, which is key in this deck. You want to have energy switch to be able to power up Apex Dragon in a single turn. But we know energy in play, it's a moot point anyhow. now we see the Teal Dance coming out from the Steel Mazokopon, thanks, after all, to the Earthen Vessel. Now we see the Dragapult we talked about. That's the only Dragapult, unfortunately, that you'll be seeing on stream today, folks, because every Dragapult deck has seen an early exit here in the top 32 MLG Championships. 2 Grass Energies from the Earthen Vessel, which I presume will be for the Teal Dance. Oh, just 1 Grass Energy, 1 Fire. So we are potentially thinking that he still needs to attack. Oh, he needs to attach, I should say, that Fire Energy to the active. And now we should see a couple Teal Dance. So 1 draw card, Earthen Vessel on top. That is perfect.
That's beautiful.
Getting a second Grass Energy for the Teal Dance, the Teal Mas, Pokemon EX for the Teal Dance. Discarding a Noivern EX, so the 2 dragons, 2 out of the 4 dragons, oh actually 5 dragons even, that Wira has are already in the discard. He does also run a Hisuian V-Star, as well as a, well, let me just go through the list. It's a Giratina V, a Giratina V-Star, a Hisuian V-Star, a Dragapult EX, as well as a Raging Bolt EX. So quite a few options here for Wira, and so far he's been doing pretty well. And he does get the double energy switch. Wow. He actually has it.
That's perfect. That's actually perfect.
That's great. The question now is what attacks does he have access to? I think it's only the Noivern and the Dragapult.
His next decision here.
So, rather unfortunately, there will not be a knockout for Wira. That probably is a good thing, I should say, considering that Lost Zone decks, they do run a couple of cards that get activated, such as Counter Catcher, so maybe this is a good thing in some way.
Could be.
Yeah, so, but we will see 200 damage here from the Dragapult EX Phantom Dive, but I would have hoped it would have been a knockout, unfortunately, for Wira here. So, here's spreading the damage onto those Comfeys, 3 apiece, says Wira. 4 and 2, I should say. And now over Brian. So, we see Colress Experiment right off the bat. That puts him to 6 cards on his Lost Zone. 1 more short activating Mirage Gate. Now, we should say that a Mirage Gate here, coupled with 1 more card into the Lost Zone, would enable Brian to use Lost Impact. Should he be able to find the Giratina V-Star? 6 cards in the Lost Zone. 1 of them Psychic Energy, quite a valuable resource. And immediately here, Jet Energy, putting the Comfey up into the active. Flower selecting from Brian. 7 cards in the Lost Zone. Mirage Gate is live at this stage. Retreating into another Comfey.
Getting another 1 on the board as well for the flower
selecting. I think it's energy, yeah. So, unfortunately, wanting to keep the Nest Ball, having to give up 2 energies on Brian's side of the field. These decks do rely on energy. Brian is opting to run the Psychic Grass and Water Energy in addition to Jet. Lots of options here for Brian, but every energy that ends up into the Lost Zone is an energy that we should pay attention for. Radiant Greninja. Brian hoping to draw more cards here. I think he's looking for that Giratina V-Star. If he doesn't have it already, that would prevent this Apex Dragon from taking a knockout on that Giratina V that's on the bench. Thanks to Dragapult, nothing on the bench is actually safe.
Yeah, this is always a little bit of a threat coming in with a Dragapult to be run.
Yeah, Prime Catcher here, pulling up the Teal Mazokopon into Cramorant. So, just getting some damage on the board using the Cramorant. Spin innocently for 110 and over back to Wira's side of the field. Now, Wira obviously has an energy off the top. He definitely had one earlier, I want to say. So, a Teal Dance, another Teal Dance, energy flooded on Wira's side of the board at this stage. And I think this might be a very quick game contra.
Yeah, it's really looking to be.
Wira can take up to, I believe, 4 prizes this turn. Retreating into that Vertigo V-Star would enable Wira to take a commanding lead. And this Brian with no real response. There aren't anything that is available in Brian's deck to take down a Vertigo V-Star apart from that Giratina V-Star, which we will not see at this stage.
Now he brings it back online once again.
So here comes Vertigo V-Star, Apex Dragon, allowing you to copy an attack from a Dragon Pokemon in your discard pile. It is my second favorite card of the format right now. The first being Raging Bolt. I have to like my dragons.
So what's the other?
Well, I mean, Raging Bolt, right? Raging Bolt number 1, right? So here comes a new EX. I think Wira's just making sure that he's able to draw into some options, anticipating a Roxanne patch from Brian. And using V-Star for 1. But honestly, this stage, I think Mira's in a commanding position.
He
Here we
definitely
go.
is.
There you go. 4 prize cards off the bat.
Wow.
Taking a knockout on a Comfey, the Cramorant inactive, and the Giratina V on the bench.
Such a commanding lead with this play.
And this is just turn 3.
This is turn 3. I couldn't believe my eyes on how quick this has gone by. And just like that, 4 prizes. Once he got from the prizes, I would be able to help him a whole lot more as well.
I don't even think he needs that much.
Yeah,
Because Brian does not have much going on, and Wira essentially is just a boss order away. Going after Granite Greninja on the next turn and just knocking out the Comfey would be game side match in 4 turns, or a game pretty much 4 turns for Wira. 4 prize cards as early as turn 3. Already Drago flexing his muscles at this stage. Brian, what are you looking for now? Concealed cards getting to the hand. Super Rod, one of them. He does have energy, but I don't think he has anything going for him at this stage. He really needed that Giratina V-Star that last turn to at least stay in this match, to be able to use Lost Impact potentially in the following turn. But now, there aren't any options left.
He's just in a tough predicament right now. What does he play for this time around? Switch things up now that Giratina's already gone.
So for Brian at this stage, if I were him, I would just scoop up this game and go to a game 2. I don't see any out unless I'm missing something glaring in my face, but I don't think so. He could go for a stall play on Ogerpon. Or the Switch Cart might buy him a turn, which is great. I believe that might be a Giratina V, yeah. So now Giratina V comes down. It does not prevent Brian from staying in the game beyond the next turn if Wira has either a boss, just a boss I would say.
Mirage Gate.
No Prime Catcher in his Red Drago deck actually. It's actually a different ace pack, interestingly. But here comes Brian with Sun Energy onto the Radiant Greninja. So he's able to stay in the game at least because he does have a Switch Cart. Healing up the damage. Now Wira is not able to take 2 prize cards with Dragapult, but he still can go for a knockout on the Giratina V. Now Roxanne. Perfect time for Brian, resetting the hand for himself and bringing out Wira's hand 2. Okay, he shuffled the whole hand into the deck. And Wira's hand was definitely loaded with options thanks to the 4 prize cards that he picked up in the previous turn.
He's just on a roll right now. Wira really putting this Dragapult into full effect. Let's see what he actually has in hand this time. But now going down to 2 cards at least. This could still be very optimal for the side of Brian.
Here's an interesting card. Wira actually runs Scoop Up Cyclone, which is an ace pack we don't usually see. But that just means that this 90 damage that's being put on the Silma's Ogerpon would actually not knock it out, does it?
It will be knocked out soon.
Oh, I'm mistaken. I believe. Yeah. It was enough.
Yeah, that'll be 2 prizes in for the side of Brian. All picked up as he will now already have some sufficient items to also utilize later on. If that were to be the case. Back to the side of Wira as well. How does he actually respond to this one? Maybe having only 1 Comfey to work with.
I think the judges want to check something because I think it might not be a knockout. Yeah. I was questioning myself because I believe it was 110 from a Cramorant and not 120 from a Sableye. So it would not have been a knockout. That's why I was thinking the Scoop of Cyclone here would have been perfect for Wira. And how do you reverse this game state? Let's see. Maybe the judges were able to tell, but it might. So I think they were able to reverse this. That should not have been a knockout. Hence why I kept a little silent and was looking through my notes to see if I missed something. But yeah, so that Teal Mask Ogerpon EX does not get knocked out. At least not yet. So anyway, back to Wira's turn. Teal down for another card up the top. Does he find what he needs? I believe what he needs now is to get a Raging Bolt into the discard and a boss onto the Giratina V to close out the game. And even then, it's still not too bad. He can still go for the long game. There's just a 5 energy to the other Teal Mask Ogerpon, so here's a retreat. Yeah, obviously he's going to go for a knockout here and put some damage on the field, most likely onto that Giratina V to put it in range of a knockout via either the Teal Mask Ogerpon even.
Definitely putting Brian at a very risky state as well.
Oh, splits the damage, decides to split it.
With the 50.
Nice. Yeah, it might be
only 1.
1 and 5. Okay, so 10 damage would still mean that a Dragapult, well, I guess another attack from Drago, copying Dragapult's Phantom Dive, will still knock out the Comfey. So Brian now has to find something, and that something is likely Giratina V-Star and Giratina V-Star and a Mirage Gate. That's what you're looking for right now. I see the Mirage Gate and the boss.
The boss could definitely come in handy, right?
Not right now. You need for the full turn, but you definitely want to use the Mirage Gate. Only 1 energy? That is not ideal. We were talking about the energy count earlier. A lot of energy ending up in the Lost Zone summary in the discard after using the Greninja earlier on. But just a single energy on the Giratina V isn't ideal. He's probably looking for a Super Rod right now.
He's looking really bleak. I mean, Wira, you could actually walk away with another turn in hand. So whatever he's got to make this work right now with
so not too bad. So not too bad. The fact that he was able to go to Comfey enables it to go to 10 cards in the Lost Zone, and here comes the Lost Requiem for the knockout. Sorry, Requiem for the knockout, I should say. So, 2 prize cards for Brian. What can Wira do at this point? Here's an interesting play. Mew can use Genome Hacking for the knockout on a Giratina V. And I think
that could be the play.
Maybe. I think he's looking at his hand down. So I think there's a boss in Wira's hand. So being able to boss and go into the Teal Mask Ogerpon can be a knockout on the Comfey. So I think he's trying to dig for that last energy that he needs via the restart. So this Ultra Ball here is purely just to thin the deck, potentially 1 more card. Momentum in Wira's favor right now, but that can surely swing.
Is that Clef Sassy?
Yeah, that's a Clefa. So Clefa comes down. I don't think he should be okay, hang on. Maybe that's not the time to play because it's the only surprise in Wira's side field. But it opens up a Sableye play. And by the way, we had a quick check on the counter earlier. It is more than 10 already in the Lost Zone. Earlier it was 10, it's 12. So we're all good at stage. Here's a restart. I don't think he caught what he needed. He's missing 1 grass energy at this point, so retreat into the Clefa. And that's it. That's not ideal at all for Wira. So the question now is, can Brian go for multiple prize here? He can. Wow. That's a game here because Sableye coming down.